Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Live on this Thursday, the 27th of April 2023.
2023, indeed. Yes, welcome. We are back.
Yes, this is an impromptu family member showing up on Sunday, so hence why we do a live on Sunday. I thought it might be a little bit rude to go live when they're here.
Never mind. We're here now anyway. So, yes.
Lots of shopping bag behind.
Can't be any worse than what's in my flat, I can tell you. So, yeah, we've got the latest radar and the UKV of Michael's obviously got the GFS stuff as well. So, we ain't going to mess about today. Sorry, Michael, go on.
That's all right. It's just that you have a quick look tonight, so it probably might be done within the next half an hour, probably by 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
general fairly quiet weather-wise.
Yeah, I was going to say it's generally quiet but warming up. So I'll just crack on with it.
Indeed.
So I've got the convective forecast and the radar, and then the UKV.
Yep, let's put that on the screen. You're now full screen.
Brilliant, thank you. So as you can see here, this is the
And we've got a sound delay, haven't we?
yes. I don't know how much, but we have. This is the net weather convective forecast. So as you can see there, there's 20% chance of thunderstorms within that area. As we're going to see in a minute, there's not much in the way of thunderstorms happening. So let's quickly go to the rainfall radar. So as you can see, I've got the lightning on. There we go. So as you can see, there isn't much in the way of thunder. Plenty of heavy raining around the southeast and around the south coast as well. Also showing up into Wales. More further north, the rain's a bit more sporadic, shall we say. It's a bit more patchy in nature. There's a bit of a dry patch there between, and then we've got possibly some wintry showers across Scotland. I will change it in a second. Maybe over into Northern Ireland and the Republic. Some rain there as well. And just quickly change this over to weather type. There we go. So, as you can see across Ireland, it's all of rain. It is across Scotland, except for the very, 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 very tops of the mountains there. Some snow showing. Let's move it back down. As you can see, it's going all over the UK, really. So, yeah, that's that. I'll quickly go on to the UKV. Am I on the page now, Michael?
Yes, you are.
Brilliant, thank you. So, yes, this is the current updated one, the UKV, showing a bit more ahead of where it should be there. So, this is tonight, and as you can see, the rain gets a bit heavy across the southeast, as you saw on the radar. Does look to start to pep up a little bit across northern England as it goes, and there's possibly some heavy downpours here. Could get quite torrential as well as that moves northeastwards, I believe. Let's have a look. So it actually moves eastwards, actually. So all moves out of the way by morning, except for across Scotland, maybe. Oh, my apologies. So look at the temperatures. 11 to 12 degrees across the south, anywhere south of Birmingham and Peterborough, up to Shrewsbury, somewhere like that. Any point south of that, about 11 to 12 degrees. 5 to 7 roughly anywhere else. Whoops, going a bit of a way there. Again. So back to precipitation clouds. So you can see that front just dies a death, and the clouds start to clear from the south a little bit. Could trigger some thunderstorms, mostly across the Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, across the mountains of Scotland, possibly. And in any other clearer spots, maybe across Northern England, maybe into the Midlands as well. Just have a look at the temperatures. As you can see, they're responding quite well where the sun breaks through. 17, 18, possibly 19, maybe a 20 at a push if the period of sunshine is prolonged. Most other places between 10 and 15 degrees. Very north of Scotland, where it's still around about 6, 7 degrees. So, let's go see where this takes us. So the sky's clear for the evening. Could give us a cracking sunset on Friday. Looks like it's in clouds up there from the west. And a few showery bits of rain across Northern Ireland into southwest Scotland, possibly across Lancashire as well. We go into the morning. We are at 6 o'clock on Saturday. You can see probably an old decaying front here. Obviously, Michael will go into that with the GFS in a minute. And apologise, that's my hay fever playing up. As you can see, quite warm across the board, except for in northern Scotland, between 5 to 10 degrees across England, Wales, and the Republic, and Northern Ireland, and around about 0 to 4 degrees across Scotland, across the north of Scotland anyway. Go through Saturday. So Saturday shows period of rain, maybe thunderstorms moving into southwest Scotland, Cumbria, into what we prefer to call the Lightning Alley, across Lancashire and up into the Pennines. I'll look at the Cape for that time. So no, there's not much Cape. So, yeah, I won't rate them just yet. Not at 9 o'clock in the morning, anyway. So you can see they then move, and then it just seems to go boom, and then shows could go thunder. Looking at just rocking that forward and back there, they could become quite big if the cap gets broken if the cap's high enough. Could get some big towers popping up, especially in the humidity as well. It's going to be quite humid, I would imagine. Yeah, very humid.
I'll look at the GFS Cape and Lifter, actually. Seems quite interesting.
Yeah, I'll actually go to that. There's plenty of humidity to get them clouds going. So we'll have a look at the Cape here. And there's Cape available. Around about 200, 300, 400 joules. So it's weak, but it's enough to get that humidity going. And we'll have a look at the temperatures. And as you can see there, another day with possibly 20, 21 degrees somewhere in maybe into Herefordshire, South Wales, possibly into Devon as well. Further north we'll go from Scotland here. So Scotland's still quite cool, between 3 and 6 degrees anywhere north of the central belt, really. Coming into like the the southern uplands and central belt between 9 and 12 degrees. Northern Ireland between 14 and 17, maybe 18 degrees somewhere. The Republic between 15 and 19 degrees. Nearer to the south coast there, between 12, 13, 14 degrees. Back into England, we've got a bit of a colder feel here, probably an onshore wind, knocking the temperatures back to around 7, 8, 9 degrees across Northumbria, and into Tyne and Wear as well, possibly into County Durham. But to the west side of the Pennines, you're looking between 13 and 15 degrees. Moving into towards like Lancashire and Yorkshire, between 16 to 18 degrees, I would say. 18 there showing in Manchester, possibly 16 in somewhere like Leeds or maybe Doncaster, Sheffield, maybe 16 degrees. Coming into the Midlands, between 18 and 20 degrees somewhere, maybe south of Birmingham. Just to the north, maybe about 16, 17. And that's pretty much it across the heart of England, really. It's between 18 and 20, maybe 21 degrees on Saturday. See if that goes up anymore. No, it doesn't, it cools down. So, see where them thunderstorms, in inverted commas, go. They actually do get going really good on this run of the UKV, and they just die out, obviously, but looks like there might be a bit of an organisation here, so someone might go bang. Let's have a look at the Cape for that time of the day. Still some Cape available. There's plenty out in the Atlantic here, but that could be a little Thundery feature showing for Sunday morning, early hours. Quite an organised line there, so that's probably all this cape behind it. So we're into 3-hour steps now, so
Maybe a little trough maybe coming through.
yeah, worth looking up on the GFS. So 6 o'clock on Sunday, minimum temperatures, double figures pretty much from Lancashire southwards. Anywhere north of that between 4 and 7. Across Ireland, you're looking between 10 and 12. So let's see where Sunday takes us. So a rather messy picture, but as you can see there, lots of little torrential showers, possibly thunderstorms, showing up across pretty much the north of England into the Midlands maybe as well at a push. There's a little bit there, as you can see, they get quite organised as well. So that's probably a bit of frontal forcing, who knows. I'm not going to talk like an American. We're not looking at tornadoes or out, but as you can see there, loads and loads of cape available. Looking nearly maybe up to 1,000 joules, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, we could be knocking on door of fort between 500 and 1,500 maybe on Sunday. So that could be quite interesting, especially across Wales. Must be a little bit of thing then. All points to the east of that.
Well,
Right.
yeah, it looks a bit of an orographic lift in there, looking at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with the Snowdonia. So it could get quite interesting for the likes of Lancashire, into Derbyshire, Cheshire, into the Midlands as well as shown there. So as that moves in, so look at the humidity. Over a humid day, so that helps as well towards the lifting of the clouds. Plenty of moisture available there, and we'll have a look at the temperatures. Another warm day. I wouldn't say hot. Between warm into Scotland as well, between 13 and 15 degrees in Scotland, away from high ground. Ireland between 14 and 17, possibly 18, push 19. England, we would be looking between 14 and 18 degrees, 19 showing there somewhere around maybe Kings Lynn, Boston, Peterborough, Cambridge, maybe. Anywhere on the A1 corridor, really. Could be 19, possibly 20, maybe, at a push. So, see where they go for the evening. There we go, sorry. As you can see, there's quite a lot of thundery showers showing for the evening. So it could get quite messy across northern England and into the Midlands and possibly into East Anglia as well. So yeah, we may need our cameras ready on Sunday, Michael.
Oh, probably end up watching from work then.
So it's looking quite interesting for Sunday. So I'll just quickly run into Monday anyway. So that all dies a death for Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah, but it is Bank Holiday as well.
Yeah. Oh, look, it isn't actually as active on this run anyway as Sunday and Saturday. So it could still could be. Top temperatures on Monday. Another quite warm day across the board, really. Could be a rather nice May Day bank holiday with 18, 19, possibly 20, yeah, for a change. So, yeah, looks quite warm for Bank Holiday Monday. I'll pass it to you, Michael.
Yep, literally just had our first comment of the night. Tom's saying all thunderous showers set for the weekend. I hope it will thunder in Nottingham from Thomas.
Quite possibly.
Well, looking at that UKV run, potential for some perhaps downpours. Say perhaps the rumble thunder, but we'll have a look at the GFS charts in just a moment. What I shall do now is not do that. That's better. Let's go into share screen. So look at the facts chart, see what the latest is showing from the Met Office. So this is from lunchtime today with these weather fronts coming up from the southwest, which is now crossing the country, introducing this much milder air that we've displacing the colder air, which has been set across much of the UK all week. And behind this, we're getting a lot more humid air coming up as well. We've got high pressure trying to build in from the southwest as well, but we've got these lingering weather fronts through tomorrow, so they could see some showers perhaps. If with this under this humid air as well, any breaks in the cloud, we should see temperatures rocket up into the high teens. Maybe the very low 20s, 2021 can't be ruled out. As we head into midnight on Saturday morning, it's fairly quiet out there. I would say it's probably a legacy of a lot of cloud around. Then we've got all these little features start to head up from the southwest, which could introduce some rain or showers. So if there's any cape available, which we'll have a look at in just a moment on the GFS run. Then we've got the trigger there. We need to have a look at the cape as well. So high pressure it's a weak high pressure really across the UK, but we've got some troughs in amongst this. So we've got a bit of convergence on there, which could enhance the showers, which was shown on the UKV as well. So risk of some heavy downpours there. Hail and thunder can't be ruled out. And high pressure seems to take over. I said it's a very weak affair, so we could still, in this is still showing a bit of a trough there. We could see some showers towards the north and the east of the country. So let's take a look at the GFS. If I know where I'm going.
At the bottom.
There we go.
There we go.
So I'll do what I did the other day. Is I'll have the current run on the left and the breakfast run, the 6 o'clock run on the right. Let's take a look at the sea surface pressure charts. We'll go as far as probably next weekend on this, on everything really. So we've got low pressure, big area of low pressure to our west, and these little features spinning up on its eastern flank. Both in agreement there up to the weekend at least. Then we've got high pressure trying to build in from the southwest, which is showing virtually the same on both model runs actually through to Monday. They're both building that eye over high pressure across the UK. Screen has just slightly frozen there. We've got high pressure sitting over Scandi on both of these runs with an easterly feed coming in. And as we're heading to next weekend, we'll start to see a bit of a more of a southeasterly, more so on the latest lunchtime of the GFS compared to the 6 o'clock run. So if I was having to guess, the latest run will be just slightly warmer compared to the a 6 o'clock run from this morning. Won't go any further than that. That shows low pressure start to move in from the west. Let's have a look at the 850, which will give us an idea of the feel of the air above. Just want to make sure I'm still online. I am indeed. So with that southwesterly wind, we're seeing the air turn milder. Cold air is trying to hang on to northeast Scotland, but eventually that does get pushed away as this high pressure starts to move in from the southwest. We begin to see that very warm air from Iberia getting close to the UK. The question is, will it head towards the UK during next week? The latest run brings it into the southwest of England with the +10 isotherm and doesn't quite make it on the breakfast run this morning. So yeah, it's like southwestern areas does bring up the 10-degree isotherm, but as mentioned, it just keeps it away on the latest run. This morning's run. So that's before low pressure starts moving for next weekend, subject to change. Let's have a look at the temperatures on both of these. Then we'll have a look at the Cape and Lifted. So let's get through into tomorrow because today's virtually finished with anyway. So we're looking at temperatures into the mid to high teens across both really. If you get any breaks in that sunshine for a prolonged amount of time, we'll probably see 18, 19, maybe 20, 21 at a push. Cold air still sits in place across Scotland. Even here starts to turn a bit milder, has done recently. As we head into Saturday, again, probably feeling quite warm and humid on both of these runs from lunchtime and this morning. Again, temperatures into the mid to high teens. 2021 can't ruled out in any prolonged sunshine yet again. Then on Sunday, with these green temperatures on the latest run, can probably show you somewhere maybe some of the heavy downpours could be. So through parts of the Peak Districts, North Midlands into Northern England. And on this morning's run, we're looking at probably along the south coast there, parts of Wales into northwest England. Temperatures on Monday, providing we escape the showers, again, lovely into the mid to high teens. 2021 could be possible down the southeast. We'll take this through into next Saturday, which is into the mid to high teens. So we've only got the sunshine, it will feel very pleasant. Oh, just wait for this to catch up. If my signal's playing up again, I don't know what's going on tonight.
No. Oh yeah, there we go.
Just
caught up.
Give me a second while everything catches up. Hopefully everything's caught up now. Yeah, everything's caught back up. As I seem to be, my signal seems to have dropped again slightly then. So now into Wednesday. Again, temperatures wildly into the high teens. And again into Thursday, perhaps a little bit cooler on this morning's run here. Temperatures back down to 14, 15, 16 degrees, but temperatures remaining into the high teens across much of the UK, to be honest, even as far up to Scotland there, maybe 18, 19, 20 degrees, maybe a bit of further effect there. The temperatures getting higher on the latest run. Let's have a look. We've seen the 1920s a bit appearing there, so it could be 21, maybe 22 down the southeast. And possibility of 2021 again, like a couple of weeks ago, where northwest Scotland with a fern effect, with a southerly. See temperatures going nicely up there as well. And seeing temperatures up into the mid-20s down there, but do not expect to see that into the UK. Because it was slightly warmer, the GFS latest run at 12 o'clock. And this morning's run, the temperatures, again, mid to high teens. And on the latest run, we've got temperatures up 20, 21, probably 22 degrees down across southeast England. And we're starting to see low pressure moving in from the west at this stage, which would then bring temperatures back down into the mid-teens. So let's bring that back and let's have a look at the important Cape. Let's see what we've got on both of these. Let's see if this morning's run and lunchtime run are both in agreement. So let's go through into tomorrow. So quite little, if any at all, tomorrow of Cape. Maybe Ireland have got a little bit in patches. So any storms that do break out probably will be isolated. Then let's have a look into tomorrow. Into Saturday. And we've got some potential there. So there could be some isolated. Can't speak. Isolated chance of probably a thunderstorm, but there will be some downpours around. Sunday. Again, similar setup there where there could be one or two perhaps heavy downpours, thunderstorms. This morning's run has it more towards Lincolnshire, northeast Midlands, into Lincolnshire and northeast England. As the latest run has almost like a sea kind of thing there from Norfolk into the southern Midlands, southwest England, through Wales into northwest England. No doubt I've got my storm dome up ready there where that too is. Lovely. As long as it stays off while I'm going home from work on Sunday. Then on Monday, we're looking more towards eastern areas. I think that's where we've got that trough sitting there. And as we're heading into next week, we've got high pressure taking over and any Cape and lifted reduces before the Atlantic just trying to move in from the west there. Nothing major there showing up. Let's have a look at the rainfall. This is a low res, so it's going to be very all over the place, really. Have I got that right on both? I've got precipitation top up there, just bear with me. If I didn't look right at first. So there's that bad rain coming through overnight. That says Taraff till tomorrow. Was across parts of southeast Midlands into the southeast. Then during Saturday, we'll see some shells breaking out. Some of these will. Am I back? I think my signal is dropping out again. I don't know what's going on recently.
Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. Good. So again, Sunday risk of some downpours with the risk of hail and thunder. And Monday, just that more for eastern areas. Into Tuesday might be isolated shells shown on this morning's run. Any rain during next week might be confined to the far northwest. Even by then, the high pressure will fully take over, and rainfall is non-existent really until we get into the coronation weekend bank holiday. I think I'll probably call that really.
Yep. Tom's message says, yes, come, right? Oh, come.
Yeah, I've got that message on the screen there. It says, can't wait for the storms in the East Midlands for Sunday. I'll be waiting for the flashy boom boom. As long as it holds off until I get home from work on Sunday.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we'll call it there for the night.
Indeedy. Bang on 9 o'clock as well.
I can't
we'll
get
live
that
on
any.
Sunday, so.
Yep, go ahead.
So we've got a bit of a sound delay between me and Paul for some reason. So I don't know if it's a signal on both ends, or my end, or his end. We don't know.
Anyway, we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah. We'll probably live around about 8, between 8 and half 8 on Sunday.
Yep. Just keep an eye out for
with these boom booms. Yeah.
Bedtime for Paul soon. Cheeky son. So bedtime for Michael.
No, I'm off now. My days off have changed. I've now got Fridays and Saturdays off. I've just worked. I've had one day off in 9 days, so I'm not feeling too bad considering.
Anyway, I think we'll call it a night there, Michael.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll sort these gremlins out with this bloody signal.
Yeah, well, hopefully it might be. It might even be the servers for StreamYard. Who knows?
Possibility, but I think it must be some kind of connection thing.
Yeah.
So ever since the Virgin Media went down a few weeks ago, it's not been great since, really.
Oh well.
Anyway, that's us done for tonight.
It is indeed.
We shall put that banner up, which I forgot to do. There we go.
Yep, good night from him.
And good night from him. For half an hour. Thanks for watching. See you soon.